The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Keep company only with those who make you better, whose presence brings out your best self." You've probably heard a modern version of that idea. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. But through the lens of Stoic philosophy, that statement carries even deeper weight. Today, we'll uncover 7 types of people who quietly sabotage your growth and peace of mind, and how Stoicism teaches us to handle them with calm and clarity. Before we begin, remember to like the video to help spread Stoic wisdom and subscribe so you never miss new insights. 1. The complainer. We all know someone who constantly finds something wrong with the weather, their job, their relationships, or even a good meal. They live in a permanent storm of dissatisfaction. Now, you might think, I'll just ignore them. But the truth is, constant exposure to negative energy slowly drains you, like a faucet that never stops dripping. Stoicism teaches us to focus only on what we can change and accept the rest with composure. Imagine working on a team project with a chronic complainer. Every meeting becomes a session of whining instead of problem solving. Eventually, your motivation slips, the group's morale drops, and you start feeling heavy, even hopeless. So, how do you protect your inner calm? First, limit your exposure if possible. Second, if you can't avoid them, say they're a family member or coworker, practice mental detachment. Treat their negativity like passing thunder, loud but powerless to move your mountain of peace. Third, redirect the conversation toward action. All right, what can we actually do about it? As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Guard your inner stillness. Don't let a complainer turn your calm into chaos. 2. The drama magnet. Picture your life as a calm sea. Now imagine someone entering it like a hurricane. That's the drama magnet. They live in a constant cycle of conflict and chaos. Every week, it's a new crisis, a new enemy, a new emotional storm, and they want you to sail right into it with them. At first, their intensity may seem exciting, passionate, alive, but soon you realize they drain your peace. Their chaos becomes your chaos. For example, a friend who's always feuding with others, one day it's Sarah, the next it's Tom. You try to help, and before you know it, you're caught in the middle too. The Stoic approach? Use reflective listening. When they vent, don't take sides or give emotional fuel. Just reflect their feelings back. If they say, "I can't believe Sarah betrayed me," respond calmly. So you feel disappointed by what she said? This gives them space to process their emotions without dragging you into the storm. Another tool, strategic distance. Value your time and peace as sacred. Set clear boundaries. Turn off your phone, schedule quiet hours, and protect your focus. As Seneca wrote, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future. Don't spend your days waiting for someone else's next meltdown. Sail your ship, steady, focused, and free of emotional whirlpools. 3. The naysayer. Imagine you're painting your life, a bright, vivid masterpiece full of hope and purpose. Then in walks the naysayer, brush in hand, ready to smear it with doubt. They're not offering thoughtful advice, just endless reasons why your ideas won't work. That's too risky. Nobody succeeds at that. You're wasting your time. At first, you shrug it off, but soon, their words echo in your head until your confidence starts to fade. So, how does a Stoic handle this? Try flipping the script. When they criticize, ask for their perspective. Interesting. How do you think someone could succeed in that? By putting them in an advisory role, you shift the tone from negativity to dialogue. Another Stoic tool, discernment. Epictetus reminded us, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. But listening doesn't mean absorbing everyone's pessimism. It means filtering out noise and keeping only what's useful. When naysayers darken your canvas, step back, breathe, Then pick up your brush and keep painting with your own colors. Because your vision isn't meant for everyone to understand, it's meant for you to live. 4. The victim. Picture life as a massive game of chess. Everyone begins with the same pieces and the same goal: to checkmate the opposing king. You plan your moves, make sacrifices, and accept risk as part of the strategy. But the victim blames the board. They curse the pieces, the opponent, or even fate itself whenever the game turns against them. In their world, every setback is someone else's fault, never their own. Their story is always one of unfairness and tragedy, where they are forever the helpless hero being wronged by invisible forces. They'll say, "I can't progress because my boss has it out for me," or "I can't get in shape. It's just bad genetics." Now, to be fair, real hardships do exist. Life isn't equally kind to everyone. But the kind of victim we're talking about isn't struggling with circumstance. They're married to their excuses. They build an identity around helplessness and make sure everyone knows it. You might find yourself cast in their ongoing drama, always listening, advising, comforting. You become the rescuer in a story that never ends. Maybe you've had that friend who blames all their failed relationships on their exes, never seeing the common thread in themselves. What happens next is subtle. Their victimhood starts infecting your mindset too. You start justifying your own stagnation the same way. Maybe I'm unlucky too. The Stoics warned against this emotional entanglement. They would say, don't drown trying to save someone who doesn't want to swim. Practice compassionate detachment, care, but keep your peace intact. Be kind, but not codependent. Listen, but don't solve. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." In other words, if someone's trapped in self-pity, don't join them in the pit. You can't control their moves, but you can master yours. Keep your focus on your own chessboard, your own choices, growth, and wisdom. Life isn't about being stuck in checkmate. It's about learning to play better with every move. 5. The toxic positivist. They wear a permanent smile, speak only in motivational quotes, and try to drown every emotion under a flood of glitter and sunshine. These are the ones who tell you, just stay positive when your world is collapsing. You're grieving, hurting, or processing something real, and they hand you a shallow smile instead of empathy. Imagine life as a garden. It has flowers, yes, but it also has weeds, storms, and pests. The toxic positivist insists you ignore the rot and only admire the roses. If you mention the thorns, they say, don't focus on negativity. Now, positivity in itself is powerful, but when it becomes denial, it turns poisonous. Say you're recovering from heartbreak, your emotions are raw, and you're trying to heal. The toxic optimist jumps in with, don't be sad, there are plenty of fish in the sea. Instead of helping, it invalidates your pain and makes you feel guilty for being human. The Stoics would never call that strength. True Stoicism isn't about pretending everything's fine. It's about facing pain with understanding, not avoidance. Seneca once said, true happiness is to understand our duties toward God and man, to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Notice, he didn't say, ignore your pain. He said, understand it. So when you deal with someone who weaponizes positivity, ground yourself in emotional balance. You can acknowledge the storm while still appreciating the sunlight. If someone says, look on the bright side, you can calmly reply, I'm grateful, but it's also okay to feel sad right now. End quote. Both truths can exist together. Psychologists call this emotional granularity, the ability to recognize the full range of your feelings instead of collapsing them into good or bad. That's real self-awareness. So when the toxic positivist sprinkles good vibes only across your life, remember, a garden can't thrive on sunlight alone. It needs rain, shade, and time. The Stoic path isn't about forced smiles. It's about honest serenity, accepting both joy and sorrow without losing your center. Water your garden with truth, not denial, and let every emotion, light or dark, help your roots grow deeper. 6. The manipulator. Imagine your life as a grand screenplay. You're the main character, your own story's architect. You know the plot, the lessons, and the path your narrative should follow. But then enters the manipulator, a hidden producer who quietly edits your script behind the scenes. You don't notice the small changes at first, a little guilt here, a little flattery there. Then one day, you wake up realizing your story has drifted far from the one you intended to write. Manipulators are masters of subtle influence. They know how to tug at your empathy, guilt, or need for approval. They might say something like, "You're always doing so well, could you help me out just this once?" And before long, just this once becomes a recurring theme in your relationship. Maybe you've had that friend who always forgets their wallet at dinner, but cloaks it in emotional appeals. Or the coworker who offloads tasks by praising your reliability. Their weapon isn't aggression, it's persuasion. Calling them out feels uncomfortable because they frame every manipulation as kindness. They make you feel like you're the selfish one for noticing. So, how do you handle a manipulator without letting them rewrite your script? One method, used in therapy and Stoic practice alike, is called fogging. It means you acknowledge any truth in what they say, but refuse to let emotion steer your decision. If they say, "You're successful, you should cover dinner," you can calmly reply, "You're right, I'm doing fine, but let's split it like we always do." See, you're neither defensive nor submissive, just composed. Another essential tactic is boundary setting. If someone asks for money, favors, or time that you're uncomfortable giving, you have the right to decline, firmly, yet without hostility. A simple, "I'm not able to do that, but I wish you well," is enough. Epictetus reminded us, we cannot control what happens to us, only how we respond. A manipulator thrives on predictable reactions, guilt, sympathy, or your fear of seeming unkind. The moment you respond differently, you break their control. Remember this, you hold the pen to your own story. You decide what happens next, who stays in your script, and how the plot unfolds. Every time you choose self-respect over emotional manipulation, you reclaim authorship of your life. Write your story with intention, and never hand the pen to someone else. Number 7. The time vampire. Now, there's another kind of drain. One not of emotion, but of energy and time. Meet the time vampire. Visualize your daily routine as a symphony. Every task, every focus point is an instrument in perfect rhythm. Together, they form harmony, your productive flow. Then the time vampire walks in, off-key and intrusive, turning your masterpiece into noise. They're not always malicious. Often, they appear harmless. The coworker who interrupts your focus every 5 minutes with quick questions, or the friend who constantly invites you to events you're not interested in, but you go anyway out of guilt or habit. Individually, these moments seem small, but collectively, they rob you of your most finite resource, time. A minute here, 10 there, and suddenly your day has vanished into meaningless fragments. So how do you guard your symphony from being hijacked? Start by protecting your focus. Use a strategy like the Pomodoro technique, working in concentrated intervals of 25 minutes, with short breaks in between. During those intervals, make it clear, no interruptions, no distractions. This is your sacred time. And when it comes to social time vampires, remember, saying no is an act of self-respect. You don't owe lengthy explanations or apologies. A simple, "Thanks for inviting me, but I'll pass this time," is more than enough. Declining an invitation isn't rejection. It's prioritization. It's choosing the life you want over the one others pull you into. Seneca once said, "Life, if well lived, is long enough." Stoicism teaches that our time is our most precious possession, the currency of existence. Every moment we spend should reflect our values, our goals, and our peace. Think of time as the canvas of your life's portrait. Be deliberate with every brushstroke, because each one defines your legacy. Don't let the noise of other people's demands distort your melody. Hold the baton firmly and conduct your day with clarity and purpose. When you learn to manage your time like a Stoic, every hour becomes a note of harmony in the grand composition of your life. As we conclude this exploration of people who can disrupt your Stoic balance, from manipulators to time thieves, remember, awareness is the first line of defense. It's easy to point fingers outward, but true Stoicism asks for something deeper: introspection. Ask yourself honestly, do I, in any way, play these roles in someone else's life? Wisdom isn't just about seeing others clearly. It's about seeing yourself clearly. Every person we meet is a mirror, showing us what to strengthen, what to release, and what to transform. So reflect, learn, adjust, and as Marcus Aurelius wrote, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. May your choices align with virtue, your actions reflect wisdom, and your life be the masterpiece you were meant to compose.